We're entering, of course, the final days of the 2018 municipal campaign. And I know at times it's been tiring, but it's also been quite energizing. Candidates across our city at this point have invested an incredible amount of time into their campaigns. And investing this amount of time almost always comes at the expense of time with family and with friends. It can often be the unspoken cost of democracy. I also know campaigns can be tiring for the media as well. I know the rhetoric can at times be relentless. Now, do all of you know that Winnipeg is on track to grow to 1 million people strong? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So on a more serious note, I do know election campaigns can also take their toll on the media as well. And without you, democracy would suffer. And so good on all of you for being here today. And I want to thank you for all the work you've been doing over the course of the campaign. So right here, right now, we're standing next to what is ultimately to become Winnipeg's newest, tallest building. It represents the first time in over 30 years there's been a building crane right here in the heart of our city helping to construct a 40-floor mixed-use residential tower right here next to Portage and Main. And around the corner and down the street, we've got building cranes coming down at the True North Square, a $550 million private sector investment in our city. What great symbols of change, of growth, of pride, of confidence are there than almost a $750 million of private sector investment? Winnipeg's growing. Winnipeg has changed, and it continues to change for the better. I came into this role as mayor focused on a positive vision to build our city for a population of 1 million people strong. I wanted a city hall that worked for people and for families. I wanted a city hall driven by more common sense and not beholden to partisan and political interests. I wanted to build us a better, more innovative and inclusive city. I wanted to build it smarter and more efficiently. And I wanted to bring control back at City Hall to the people where it belongs. I promised change in 2014 because Winnipeggers wanted change. And politicians of the day had gotten us stuck in circular, unending debates about how to grow, how to move forward, how to realize and capitalize on what we already knew, that Winnipeg is a world-class city. I believe that a strong government is one that's people-focused, accountable, accessible, innovative, and most importantly, collaborative. But as taxpayers, we were seeing very little of that leading up to 2014. And we were sick of special and political interests calling the shots. We were sick of the status quo that embraced and actually thrived off mistrust, negativity, and division. And if you listen, you can still hear echoes of that attitude today. And we've heard it during this campaign. What we've been able to achieve, the positive momentum that we've generated, the vision needed for a city of 1 million people strong is at risk in this election. There are candidates who want to turn the clock back, who want to put a stop to what we've been able to achieve together, and who have no vision for our city. Some have even gone so far as to embrace a tendering process for construction projects that makes the construction company bidding on projects more important in the selection process than the price taxpayers pay. Winnipeggers, when it comes to construction projects, I want you to know the price you pay as a taxpayer will always matter more to me than who is doing the bidding. When price mattered less than who was bidding on city construction contracts, we ended up with police investigations, and we can never allow that approach back into City Hall. Over the last 4 years, I believe our city has changed, that it's changed for the better, and that we've been growing and we're building our way towards a vision of 1 million people strong. We've set a new tone at City Hall. We're finally on the right track, and the momentum in our city grows each and every day. The days of standing still, the days of saying we can't, the days of letting our city languish without a clear vision and a strong belief in who we are and what we can achieve, they're finally behind us, and we can't go back. Today, I'm releasing my platform document, which summarizes the key commitments that I've made since I officially launched my campaign on September 13th. This document, which you all have before you here today. This document represents my key commitments to continuing to move our growing, our thriving, our more modern city, the city that we're all proud to call home, forward. It emphasizes that as we grow, as we move forward, we need to do it together. And we need to do it guided by a positive vision for our city. We also need to ensure that we don't leave people behind, because in my Winnipeg, a Winnipegger is a Winnipegger, now and into the future. So, the weekend before the election day, my message to Winnipeggers is this: let's be positive. Let's love our city. Let's keep it growing. Let's keep building for the future. Let's look after each other. Let's welcome anyone looking for opportunity. And let's resist the echoes of the past suggesting we can't, and let's not allow ourselves to be bystanders to Winnipeg's ambitious future. And finally, this message. Thank you, merci and miigwech, for the opportunity to lead our city over the last 4 years. It's been an honor, it's been a privilege, and it's been humbling. And now let's keep it going over the next 4 years.